about the drug war. Patients, drug war. Personal freedom. There are so many reasons to be involved. And you can't change things unless you get involved. As a 20-year volunteer, I am so honored to continue to be part of Seattle Hempfest. Go online, hempfest.org. Sign up, volunteer, support Hempfest in North Lake City. Do what you can. Together, it's accelerates, and you can change the world. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Yvonne. She is changing the world. That's what you guys can do, and you are just by being here. But you can do more. Take this information home. Teach it to the people that don't know it. Teach it to the people that do need to know it. Statzer's coming up here. Here's not awards. This guy knows firsthand what it's like to be on the other end of this ridiculous war on the planet.
Thanks a lot. And thank you, Seattle! I'm so happy that after 4 years of my life being turned upside down just for trying to provide patients medicine that they had a right to, that I could go to places like Seattle Hempfest and have activists who recognize me still. So many people, when they go to prison for cannabis, are forgotten. Sometimes they even have their family and friends turn their backs on them. But I have a strong community. I want to tell you all that every first Saturday of April is the Ann Arbor Hash Bash, one of the original annual gatherings. So what I really want you to know about is every 4th of July is the original annual cannabis liberation event called the DC Smoke-In. If you want to go and smoke a joint in the safest place to smoke a joint in America where it's still illegal, come the 4th of July, starting at 8 o'clock to Lafayette Park. It's just north of the White House. And we have speeches like we have here at Hempfest, and we have freedom of filling your lungs with whatever kind of wonderful thing you're representing your home state with. Because what we want is people from every state to come to Washington, D.C., because Washington, D.C. is where the country's business gets done. And we want to form a Continental Congress of Cannabis. That if we can get enough people represented, we can turn this event into a meeting. We can start revitalizing the movement. I'm calling for a marijuana re-movement, which is we want to remove the word marijuana, the word of our oppression, from the English language and replace it with the true word cannabis. I don't use marijuana, and other people shouldn't use marijuana either because you're putting yourself down with racist hate speech. For that reason alone, we should do away with the entire Controlled Substances Act. But the bigger issue, and what I want to tell you is a message that I bring to you from Dana Beal in New York City, and the original hippies that came out of the war movement, the anti-war movement in Vietnam, to fight this fight against cannabis prohibition. Dana Beal says the pot people have one thing to be the most proud of. The pot people have not only the safe substitute to hard drugs, we have the antidote to addiction in the form of another herbal medicine from Africa called ibogaine. It was the pot movement that discovered ibogaine because they were interested in hallucinogenic drugs like it anyway. And it was the pot movement that shamed NIDA, the National Institute on Drug Abuse, to take this CIA-listed Schedule I drug and use it for trials for a potential cure for heroin, a potential cure for methamphetamine, a potential cure where when you take it, it's not a maintenance drug. You take it and it's done. It returns you to the pre-addicted state, and what we find is after you've been returned to the pre-addicted state, you go right on smoking reefer. Pot is the anti-drug, and they called me a big fat liar on Detroit Channel 7 a few years back, but they could not prove that neither can still insist that pot is addictive. They say, well, maybe kind of, sort of addiction. Well, look up what they say about heroin and methamphetamine. They don't say maybe kind of, sort of addiction. They say it is an addictive drug. You take methamphetamine, you will become addicted if you keep taking it. If you take pot, you can prevent it. It's not the gateway, it's the gatekeeper drug. Not just because of the beautiful hippie culture in places like Seattle, because back where I'm from, we don't have this so much anymore. But what we have is a plant that is naturally self-regulating, a market that is naturally self-regulating. We don't need the government in cannabis. But the government continues the war on cannabis because hard drugs are so bad. That's why we got to go to prison. And that's why I'm glad to be here after serving for the patients in D.C., serving for the patients in New York City at the original dispensaries, and doing my time for trying to provide hundreds of pounds to these patients to take their $10 medicine and make it $1 a gram instead. So stay high, stay free. It's the best way to do both things. We're here. We're high. We're used to it. So get used to it. Happy Hempfest. Happy 4th of July next year. 45th annual event. Be there.
Thank you, Dave. We appreciate all that you've done and the time that you served. Well, you guys serve time for us, you know? Exactly. The only thing that our government's telling us is gateway drug bullshit. Oh, well, they smoke marijuana first, and then they get these other hard drugs. So wait, you know what, Jay? I found out what the gateway drug is. It is something else. The gateway drug is either breast milk or baby formula. Because everybody that I know has done hard drugs either had baby formula or breast milk. That's the kind of analogy that they use to tell us it's the gateway drug. That's right. All right.